Welcome back to Pokemon XD. We purified some Pokemon here in Agate Village last time, and now we're going to, well, our next destination is Mount Battle, but first I just want to do something. I've thought of a couple of nicknames for possible team members. I might actually be using this Teddiursa throughout the whole game. I know that it's kind of a cliche choice, but I've never actually done that in any of my playthroughs before, so this should be interesting. Never really seriously used Nurturing either, so I had an idea for a name here. There we go. Actually does come from a word meaning bear, so it fits. And I have another name idea. This one will be for the Flareon that we started with. Well, technically the Eevee we started with, but it's a Flareon now. There's exactly enough characters for it too, which is kind of surprising. But, yeah. Fiery Sword from Norse mythology, I'll go with that. My team isn't entirely going to be Fire Emblem references, and these aren't, like, 100% Fire Emblem references either. They're references to other things as well. They just happen to also be Fire Emblem references. But I guess I had a few of them in my Colosseum names, so kind of fits to carry that over a little. Anyway, what we need to do now is leave Agate Village, obviously, and head out to, yeah, Mount Battle. I would say it's been a while since we were there, but I've actually played through all of Mount Battle mode quite recently as of recording this. And I actually like Mount Battle. In battle mode it does get a little bit annoying, but in story mode I find it a pretty good place to train. Oh, hey, we haven't seen you since Gaydon Port. Kind of weird for you to be showing up here. We still don't even know a name. Yeah, I'd say so too. In fact, the XD version of Mount Battle actually has a few areas that are designed for Eevee training. You remind me of Cheren, but you actually predate him by quite a bit. Don't say lines like that, though, or you bring to mind Zero. This guy seems pretty interesting already, though. Oh, look, it's a Delcatty. Yeah, that's an amazing Pokemon. I suppose so. We're really here for other reasons at this point, though. The people outside here won't battle you, though. In Colosseum, I think there was one trainer outside who did battle you eventually. Well, Area 1 is pathetically easy, so whether you're ready or not, I'd probably still recommend taking on Area 1. I was kind of trying to say that earlier, but the music is very slightly remixed here. Anyway, the reception area is pretty similar to the way it was before, with one notable difference. That guy who teaches Pokemon moves. At the moment, though, they're not letting us do challenges, but if we talk to this guy in the white coats, this guy is someone that Pokemon Colosseum sorely lacked. This guy is, well, he calls himself the move teacher, but fans generally refer to these people as move relearners throughout the series. So, it does cost Pokecoupons, so I don't actually have any in order to do this. But, if I do choose this, I can see which moves that my Pokemon can relearn. And as you can see here, all of the Eeveelutions have access to Helping Hand through this. Several Pokemon have moves that they learn at level 1, and they'll often join at past that level, so the move relearner is the only way to get those. Helping Hand, I would highly recommend spending Pokecoupons on getting as soon as you can. It'll take 2 trips through Mount Battle areas 1 and 2 in order to get 1,000 Pokecoupons, but I do think that it's worth it overall. I won't do that now, though. Well, I can't do that now even if I wanted to. But I will be doing that relatively soon-ish. Also, this guy. This guy is also new. Well, actually, no, he was always here, wasn't he? But, yeah, the move deleter. Now, from what I've read, you actually do need to have the move deleter delete a move in order to make room for the move relearner to reteach a move. It's kind of weird. Every other move relearner doesn't work that way, but anyway. This is the coupon exchange. We don't have any coupons, but let's check the prizes. They're mostly the same as Colosseum. So, this is Psychic. I should mention, you don't need to grind for this if you have an Espeon. You'll be getting the team of Psychic naturally through the main story, so I recommend just waiting for that. It's really not worth the grinding. Then we've got Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower. Thunderbolt might actually be not a bad idea to get for Jolteon. And Shadow Ball, which is pretty decent on physical attackers. Remember, physical attackers. Ghost is physical in this generation, in this game. And then we have a bunch of items here that cost a lot of points. Less than they did in Colosseum, actually, but still a lot of Poké Coupons. And some rare berries. Still no, Lychee Berry. Don't think I ever said this, but the Lychee or Lychee Berry, back in these games, in Gen 3, the only way to get it was Mirage Island, which, I might do a history lesson video on that eventually, because that place was just, the less said about Mirage Island, the better. But yeah, the facilities are closed, but since we came to see Vander, we can head on inside. Unfortunately, because this is a rookie training session, we're likely to run into a few rookies, so let's get ready for battle, I guess. Poochyena needs a little bit more experience, but... yeah, let's have Orson in the front of the party. Now, since I played Mount Battle so recently, this is something that's really noticeable to me. The protagonist in XD runs a lot faster than the Colosseum protagonist. Also, the music here is very slightly remixed compared to Colosseum 2. And we have to battle these people. Don't worry though, you don't have to go through all 10 areas here. You only have to battle 3 trainers in Mount Battle during the main story, so yeah, at least it's not like a complete forced area. Now, I remember why I was dreading this pairing, because... I mean, this pairing of Pokemon, because they love to, well, the Wingull loves to spam Growl and massively weaken your attack stats. So I kind of want to take the Wingull out as soon as possible. Unfortunately, Poochyena's starting moveset is not amazing. Dig is the best option I have, and it's not very effective against Whirlpool, and no effect against Wingull, so Poison Fang is the best I have. I could go for Howl, but that Wingull is probably going to try and... oh, it's not going to try and Growl, okay. Looks like Mortargun has the same animation as Colosseum. Not all moves have completely new animations. But yeah, Return is already doing 3 hearts. Sounds like an appeal in a contest, but yeah. The number of hearts that appear with Return is based on how much happiness you have. Though I don't know if 4 hearts means maximum or not. I remember there's a speedrun that has detailed notes on exactly where Return's power should be at each point in the game, assuming that you've kept Teddiursa in your party that long. It's kind of cool. But yeah, they have to plan strategies around how strong Return is at various moments. Also, this Teddiursa is quite fast if it's outspeeding Poochyena. That old Poochyena could just be very slow. Wow, that battle went way better than it did in practice, because yeah, in practice, that Wingull just spammed Growl, and it took like a bazillion years to finish that fight. Also, the strange thing about these fights is, even though they're technically Mount Battle fights, they give prize money because they're main story battles. Also, thank you so much for not popping up a dialogue box saying, "Do you want to suspend? Yes, no." Oh, it feels so good to not have to deal with that every time I go to a new area. Anyway, let's battle this guy. Well, we know this guy is right-handed. Wonder if that actually shows in the animation or not. Casual Dude is, I think, a trainer class that... yep, you were throwing with your right hand, so it did show in the animation. But yeah, Casual Dude, I don't think there were any of those in Colosseum. It's funny, I don't think I ever fought a lady in suit in Colosseum, even though I know that's a trainer class that does exist in that game. Anyway, Corphish is kind of bulky on the physical defense side, if I'm remembering right, so I might want to go for the Swablu. No, let's just go for Poison Fang. I mean, not that Dig would do anything against Swablu anyway, but at least it does something to the Corphish. Doing a half is alright. And again, yep, this is where it begins. So I'm probably not going to be able to two-shot that with Growl now. Poison Fang has a chance of inflicting Toxic Poison. Yeah, see, look at that. Wow, that is very terrible damage. Yeah, Poochyena does suffer a lot from no physical dark moves. seeing as it's far more physical inclined than special. It is still an alright early game option, but yeah, it does suffer a little bit in power in terms of its early moves. Oh hey, it actually did get Toxic Poison. For some reason I didn't notice that before. I suppose I can finish you, and then I'll go for a Toxic Poison the other one. I suppose I can go for Dig just to show it. Maybe try and dodge an attack. These fights are really not that bad. I mean, they have the potential to be annoying if they spam Growl too much, but other than that, really not that bad. Dig, I think, has the exact same animation. Or Harden. Harden is the other thing, and Growl combined with Harden equals a lot of irritation. You know, I kind of feel like I should switch out to Flareon, just because I want to be able to hit with a special move to bypass that Harden. Even though I'm weak to Bubble, Bubble is, well, Bubble, so I'm not really that scared of it. Especially since it hits both targets, so it's effectively like a 10 power move. Oh no, I'm getting hit with 20 power on a super effective move. That's amazing. I forget exactly how much the power of moves is reduced if they hit both targets in Double Battle. I don't know if it's 75% or 50%. But yeah, that did way more than my physical moves were doing, obviously. And Orson still level up from that. 18 speed is not amazing, but it seems to be better than Poochyena's. I don't think Fury Swipes is a good idea, especially since in the majority of cases, Return is going to hit harder. So no Fury Swipes for me. Let's see what your speed is at. 15. Yeah, your stats overall aren't that high. Although Poochyena does evolve into Mightyena fairly early at level 20. And then it would gain Intimidate, and that's quite useful early on, and throughout the whole game. Though, admittedly, there are better Intimidate users later on. Yes, yes, we are. You know what? I just want to say this. Anyone is way too strong to be training in Area 1. Even in Colosseum's battle mode, where all the trainers have, decent levels, they're all terrible. Slacking with, Solar Beam. Anyway, no dialogue boxes there, and let's continue. I mean, I would bring Ladybird to this, but this is sad to say, but I kind of don't really care. Now, there is going to be a bit of a jump in levels in the next area, so I'm going to go ahead and train my two main ones up a little bit more. Oh, this part of the song is totally new. I forgot about this. Anyway, I was quiet to let that play out. I'd forgotten about that part of the song. Of course, the request is to battle with the trainer here. This is the last battle here in Bardo. That's either Bard or, like, bird in Japanese katakana. Well, you do have a bird, and a Spoink, which will probably fall easily to bite. Though it might not, considering that this is an unstabbed bite, and Flareon, well, I mean, Flareon's a decent special attacker, it's just not really, really amazing in that regard. Bo's still level 10, but yeah, there's going to be a really major level spike in the next area, like I was warning about, so you might want to make sure that your Pokemon are decently leveled here. I mean, I'm about as decently leveled as I can possibly get at this point, because I battled everyone in Agate Village, which you really don't have to, but I decided to do anyway. Still love how Doduo does that. And Flinch, nice. So let's... yeah, I'll get rid of the Doduo, because it seems like it was outspeeding the Teddiursa, but not as fast as Leviatine here. So getting close to level 14. Once I hit level 16 on a Flareon, I get, yeah, I might forget about the nicknames occasionally, but yeah, I will be getting Ember, which is alright. Yeah, Flareon obviously would like physical fire moves, but they don't exist here. Not really, considering that it was a player character you were up against. You're not bad compared to the other NPCs in this area. It'd be kind of cool if you did fight Vander here, but you'll have to wait for the actual Mount Battle Challenge before you can do that. You get sent back to reception here. And it turns out that in the desert, there's a Cypher research facility. You might remember it from Colosseum. And so we have it marked out on the map. I kind of remember how, back in Colosseum, that was the next location you had to go to after Mount Battle, too. Even though you couldn't do anything there until the Under. So, he has nothing else to say. And you don't get healed off that battle, so I'm going to heal here, obviously. You actually really want to heal now. Like I said, there is a semi-big difficulty spike coming up. So you'll want to be ready. But after you leave here... Oh yeah, something that I should... Yeah, you get an email. But I'll talk about that other thing later. So, Pokeballs are now available at Agate Pokemart. I would recommend going back there and buying a few. Firstly, though, I just want to show something. They're still not resuming challenges, so no Poke Coupons and no Move Relearner just yet. I'll be coming back here later, though. From what I've researched, Areas 1 and 2 are pretty much fine for this point in the game. Then Area 3 suddenly spikes up in levels, so really you can only take on Areas 1 and 2 at this point. I'm just going to go back to Agate Village and buy some Pokeballs, and I just want to say that I might end up ending this part now. I know it seems weird to have a, by my standards, part as short as this. The reason is, there's going to be a major bio bonanza in the next part we go to, so I want to leave as much time for a lot of bios as I can. So I might end up having a short part here. So, sorry about that, I kind of prefer long videos, but anyway, I was saving a lot of my money for Pokeballs. Actually, no, you want to buy them in lots of 10, because that maximizes the number of Premier Balls you get. Premier Balls, the same as a normal Pokeball, they just look a little bit cooler. Okay, you will be finding some Pokeballs in the next area, but I'd like to... You know, I think that's enough for now. I probably should get some more Super Potions. Regular potions are pretty much vastly outclassed even now. Oh, that's almost all my money, but I guess I'll spend on that. You can get these, and let's just say we might have a reason to use those soon, but I feel like scents in this game aren't as useful as they were in Colosseum, because very soon we'll be getting a far better and more efficient way to purify Pokemon than scents. So for now, I think I'll actually leave here, and I will see you in the next part for when we check out the Mystery Lab. Actually, wait a second. Something that I kind of guessed would happen actually happens here. Mount Battle is open again once you go to another location and then come back to Mount Battle. This guy will even tell you. So yeah, the rookie training session is over, so now Mount Battle is officially open. You can take it on now if you want. Like I said, Areas 1 and 2 are pretty much at your level at this point. Don't try going to Area 3 yet, though. Looks like Seth is eager to go into these battles. I could do it now, and like I said, there is a big level spike coming up, but I want to see how far I can get on these levels, so for now I think I'll just go to the next area. But we'll be having some Pokemon that we'll need to purify after that, so maybe I could take on a little bit of the early Mount Battle areas after that area.